someday you might see it. Yeah, never say die. Got to go.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to more of the Dynasty series. It's me, Cooper, and today we're going to be talking about Abidos III, the pharaoh that showed up and is one of the 7 Shadow Riders. This guy is a super interesting Shadow Rider because his boss monster is a complicated one to summon, and the rest of his monsters are absolutely ass. In fact, he's kind of giving freaking the Great Balowski a run for his money when it comes to level 2 and lower normal monsters. So obviously a lot of these are gifts from me, but let's take a look at the deck that he uses. So he's got a lot of level 2 zombie monsters. And then he's got Spirit of the Pharaoh, which is used to special summon those. He's got Book of Life for special summons. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got Graceful Charity. He's got the 1000 Energy, which is a really good card for these weak monsters, especially Clown Zombie. He's got his ultra rare first Sarcophagus, which lets him summon himself, but it's like a Destiny board. You need to play this card, then the next end phase you get the second Sarcophagus, then the next end phase you get the third Sarcophagus, which summons Spirit of the Pharaoh from your hand or deck. It's going to be a hard deck to talk about, but let's get started with the attack stats. So, looking at these monsters, his best beater is the Clown Zombie, which I give extra points to because I love clown cards. Anybody with clown cards is going to get extra points. And that's 1350 attack, which is not good, but at least it's something. The rest of his monsters have 900, 800, 800, 700, 600. Not good attack points. I don't need to speak anymore. His boss monster may have 2500 attack, but it's not the easiest card to summon. So I'm going to give Abidos III a 1-bar attack stat. Yes, his boss monster could take down Donzalug's boss monster, but Donzalug can make his boss monster in a single turn. Abidos needs 3. So this is really, really sad. All of these attack stats are ass. But that's not all. We're gonna go ahead and skip to the defense stat, and the defense stat is the same amount of ass, if not worse. There are 0 defense stats on 9 of these monsters. Then we have a bunch of really weak defense stats on the rest. Spirit of the Pharaoh is the only one with 2000, and that thing is hard to summon. So I'm just gonna say it, 1 bar in defense. Ass. No attack, no defense. Abidos III, one of the 7 Shadow Riders, is terrible when it comes to these cards. So that's where we stop on shitting on this man, because this guy does have something going for him. This guy has search. This guy has speed. And let's talk about that. So the speed in this deck comes from Book of Life for the special summoner, Gold Sarcophagus, the Searcher, Graceful Charity, the Searcher, well, top deck Searcher. We have the first Sarcophagus, the special summoner / searcher, because it searches out these cards, which thins out the deck. This card, which searches out this card, which thins out the deck. Then we got the Spirit of the Pharaoh, which special summons up to 4 monsters from your graveyard if they are level 2 or lower. And guess what? All of his monsters are level 2 or lower. So, Spirit of the Pharaoh could summon 4 monsters in 1 turn. That is fast as hell. And yet, when it comes to the speed stat, I'm going to give Abidos a 5 bars. That is the best I can do for such a sad boy. And you know what? That doesn't mean we're done yet, because we are now moving into the skill stat. I know, we're moving fast when it comes to Abidos. Not really what I want to do, because I actually do like Abidos. He won quite a few duels in the tournaments, the AI tournaments, which is completely wrong when you say that out loud. I think in the 200 tournament, he made it to top 64 with a deck not too dissimilar from the one I'm showing you right now, and that is horrifying. But when it comes to skill, this man has no burn. This man has no win conditions. This man has 1 stall card. And that's technically Spirit of the Pharaoh. If I am to count Scapegoats as a stall card in other decks from other series, I must count Spirit of the Pharaoh in the same light, because Spirit of the Pharaoh summons 4 monsters the same way Scapegoats did. Granted, it's not a quick play spell, but it does the same job. And granted, it may not be 4 monsters, it could be less. But most likely it would be 4. That is really sad to say out loud, but he does get a point for Spirit of the Pharaoh's stall, quote unquote stall strategy of summoning 4 monsters in 1 turn. And in the deck I've given him, he can technically summon 2 Spirit of the Pharaohs, so he gets a 1 bar in skill. Ass. Ass. This deck is ass. But I will say, we are on to the brick stat of the deck, and just look at this. Not bricking. Not bricking. Brick. Not bricking. With this deck, these don't count as a brick. These never count as a brick. This doesn't count as a brick. These are bricks, technically. This, you actually can use 2 at the same time, so it doesn't count as a brick at all. These don't count as a brick. You don't want these in your hand, so these count as a brick. And overall, I can give him a 7 bar in brick stat. I was going to go unbrickable. I can't do it because he's got 4 coffins that you don't want in your hand. And technically 2 Spirit of the Pharaohs that you don't want in your hand. 6 cards you don't want in the hand, you lose a point in brick stat. You are going to be almost unbrickable. Rarely bricks Abidos. So Abidos has been a very interesting case. And honestly, when it came to talking about if he would win the tournament, it may not even be a question. This man is a tournament winner. This man is the only character I am going to give a 5-star rating. He has never lost a duel. Do you understand that? He has never lost a duel to anybody. And when it came to Jaden, we're just going to count that as a fluke. We're not even going to think of it as real. Jaden Yuki cheated. The winner and the strongest character in any Yu-Gi-Oh series is Abidos. And honestly, I cannot keep this lie going. I am fucking with all of you. I am lying. This man is a half-star rating. This is the worst deck I have ever seen in my goddamn life. I cannot believe that any of you would believe that this deck was a 5-star rating, and I got you. It may not be April Fool's, but you guys look like clowns. And I'm sorry, I was having fun. Look, Abidos is ass. Let's be real. Abidos deck's ass. You're not going to win a single duel with this deck. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you play it. This deck is terrible. I personally have not won a single duel with this deck except one, where I got lucky against Belowski. Belowski has beaten this deck, by the way. Moki Smackdown has defeated 1000 Energy freaking monster clown zombie. That's what I'm telling you. Abidos and Belowski are fighting for the bottom of the bracket. And you know what? I can't wait to see how it goes. So, that's going to be it for this deck profile. Sorry if I clowned on you all today. I hope you had some fun, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.